Ah, I finally made it to Eldraine. All I need to do now is cross the Bridge of Whispers. Huh, that sounds like screams. Well, no time like the present.
Stop right there. I won't let you interfere in my plans, Moot.
What did you do?
I don't know. That should have worked. Well, it doesn't matter. I'll be taking your friends, and good luck saving magic.
What the hell just happened? Greetings, Planeswalkers! How you doing, and welcome to the Wilds of Eldraine. Today we're taking a look at Rowan, Scion of War, a Rakdos and 1 colorless 4/2 human wizard with menace that taps to let us discount our black and red spells equal to the amount of life we lost this turn. Yes, Greven players rejoice, there's finally a new card in town. Trust me, with this deck, Death Shadows is going to look like a playable card. The strategy for today is simple. We will drain our life total as much as possible to cast huge spells or gift our life total to a friend. Before we get started, just remember if you have a commander you want shown in a video, leave it in the comments or in our Discord. Now let's take a look at the lads. Starting our creatures off, we have Bob, or Dark Confidant, which will let us draw an extra card at the price of our life total. Darkside Extortionist is played solely for its potential to ramp us. Immolating Soul Eater is a way for us to drain our life for however much we need, and he also falls into what I'm calling a drain combo plan, which will be revealed in full at the end of the video. Next we have Stormfist Crusader as the worst Bob, as it draws our opponent's cards and it only drains us for 1, but we need card draw, so of course it's in the deck. Professional Facebreaker is ramp and card advantage, plus late game Dockside with this card is like drawing a fresh hand. Wall of Blood, like Immolating Soul Eater, is another way for us to sink our life total for our commander. Orcus, Prince of Undeath, finally found a home in this deck as a board wipe or reanimation that gives haste and drains us. Shieldred the Apocalypse, since we are playing the One Ring and we may need to gain life in a pinch. Treasonous Ogre lets us ramp at the price of our life total. Doom Whisperer lets us exchange our life total for stacking the top of our library. Greven, Predator Captain, is our all-star, as half the cards in this deck will combo with him and make him a lethal threat that can kill the entire table all at once. Magus of the Mirror lets us exchange life totals with the player if we find ourselves running low, and I'm sure they won't mind. Plus, with a certain artifact, we can one-shot someone with this. Molten Steel Dragon is another card that lets us drain our life total as much as we need. Crick, Son of Yawgmoth, is one of our better cards because we can drain ourselves to cheat cards out, and it offers us a way to gain some of that life back. Speaking of life gain, we are playing Archfiend of Despair to prevent life gain on our opponents, and it combos with Havoc Festival. Villas, Broker of Blood, lets us use our life total to draw cards, and with Crick and Shelly, we can draw our entire deck. Cavern Horde Dragon for ramp, and I have yet to play this card for more than 4 mana. Blightsteel Colossus as our free game ending play. Also, Chandra's Ignition is a hell of a card. In the spell category, we are playing Dark Ritual to cheat a card out at the right time, Reanimate to bring back an important creature or steal one, and Vampiric Tutor to find our combo pieces. Bond of Agony, Crackle of Power, and Exsanguinate are all X spells that with our commander and a way to drain ourselves end the game. Torment of Hellfire is another one of these cards that just wins with a big enough discount. Feed the Swarm lets us remove enchantments. Imp's Mischief lets us redirect counter spells while draining. Night's Whisper is just some added card draw that most of the time is 1 mana, and with Crick it's free. Deflecting Swap for protection or to steal a Time Warp. Fire Covenant can kill an opponent if we have Greven out. Grim Tutor is just another tutor, but with the upside of costing us 3 life. Justice Because Will is for ramp and card advantage, and we are playing a 3 mana commander, so we can reasonably play this card for both modes. Read the Bones for more card draw. Toxic Deluge for a board wipe. Deadly Rollick is an exile effect for tough commanders. And Chandra's Ignition wins with most of our creatures that pump themselves, or Blightsteel Colossus. Hatred is my Black Timmy card. I absolutely love it, and of course with Greven, it makes him huge. To the Abyss to take a player out with Shieldred, but most of the time we'll cast this on ourselves to try and win from there with our combo pieces. For artifacts and enchantments, I'll start with our ramp spells. Mana Vault can ping us, and of course Soul Ring and Arcane Signet. Rakdos Signet and Talisman of Indulgence also pings us. Thought Vessel because we are drawing a lot of cards with this deck. And lastly, Staff of Completion for the utility that it does provide, and of course it costs us a lot of life, which is perfect for us. Next we have our card draw. That's going to include cards like Pact Weapon, which has a Bob effect on it and also keeps us alive in a pickle. Call of the Ring is more drain, so is Black Market Connections, and Phyrexian Arena is a classic Dark Tutelage for another Bob effect, and the One Ring draws us all the cards. And lastly, we have Necropotence, which has no limit on how much life we can play, so of course it's another one of those cards that can combo. Speaking of combo, we have Sensei's Divining Top, Aetherflux Reservoir, and Bolus's Citadel, which are all valid cards on their own. Next we have Mindcrank and Bloodsheaf Ascension. This one does take some work, but it's usually not too hard to get the counters on Bloodsheaf. Havoc Festival and Wound Reflection usually can insta-kill the table, and with a discount from our commander, it's usually pretty easy to play these cards. For utility, we are playing Conqueror's Flail to stop interaction on our turns, Lightning Greaves to protect our commander, and Spiteful Banditry to board wipe and ramp. As always, the mana base is something entirely up to your budget, but Pain lands are cheap and a great include. Feel free to copy the mana base found in the deck list posted in the description of this video. My recommended pickups are going to be Hall of the Bandit Lord, Boseiju Who Shelters All, and War Room. For the combo section, I will only be showing you 2 combos found in this deck, but don't worry, the other ones are pretty simple and I'm sure you'll be able to find them. So the first combo is going to involve our commander on the battlefield with the ability to tap Exsanguinate in hand, and Wall of Blood, or any card that lets us pay any amount of life as many times as we want. Now we'll activate Wall of Blood by paying 1 life, and we'll repeat this until we've paid an amount of life equal to the highest life total among our opponents. We'll activate Rowan, reducing the cost of our black and red spells you cast this turn. We'll cast Exsanguinate, choosing X to equal the amount of life we've lost this turn, but we will have to pay the black of the spell part. But we'll resolve Exsanguinate, causing each opponent to lose X life, and then we'll gain all that life back. Provided we don't have a life gain junkie at the table, you should win from here. For the last combo, we have Blightsteel with Chandra's Ignition. So get Blightsteel on the battlefield normally, or with the help of our commander, then cast Chandra's Ignition targeting Blightsteel. This will cause Blightsteel to deal damage equal to its power to each creature and each opponent. Each opponent then loses the game due to having 10 or more poison counters. A very simple but effective combo made easier with a commander that discounts expensive cards. That's going to do it for today's video, and I do hope you enjoyed this deck. Like and subscribe if you'd like to see more videos like this, and be sure to let me know if there's any cards you'd like to include in this deck list. I'll see you in the next one. Peace!